The unprecedented emergency convocation of the intelligence community had been called with flash override priority at 1 a.m. on Monday morning, as the directors of all 17 American intelligence agencies rushed to the office of the Director of National Intelligence's Secure Crisis Facility in McLean, Virginia, to address what DNI Avril Haines had characterized as an intelligence catastrophe that threatened the operational integrity of the entire American intelligence apparatus. The underground secure conference facility, designed to coordinate responses to existential intelligence threats, now hosted the most critical gathering of American intelligence leadership in the community's history to address Attorney General Pam Bondi's shocking revelation of secret Iranian plots that had sent America's national security agencies into full panic mode. Director of National Intelligence Haines entered the secure briefing room at precisely 1:15 a.m., her expression reflecting the gravity of intelligence that had kept the entire intelligence community in crisis mode for the past 12 hours, followed by CIA Director John Ratcliffe, NSA Director General Timothy Hoff, FBI Director Christopher Wray, Defense Intelligence Agency Director Lieutenant General Scott Berrier, National Geospatial Intelligence Agency Director Vice Admiral Frank Whitworth, National Reconnaissance Office Director Christopher Scalise, and the directors of all remaining intelligence agencies within the American intelligence community. The assembled officials represented the collective intelligence capabilities of the United States government, each responsible for protecting American national security through intelligence operations, but none had anticipated the revelation they were about to receive from Attorney General Bondi. Director Haines, distinguished directors of the intelligence community, Attorney General Bondi began, her voice carrying the weight of intelligence discoveries that had revealed Iranian operational capabilities that fundamentally challenged the effectiveness and security of American intelligence operations. I have demanded this emergency intelligence community briefing because we have uncovered secret Iranian plots that have compromised the operational security of American intelligence agencies, penetrated ongoing intelligence operations, and positioned Iranian operatives to manipulate or sabotage American intelligence activities on a scale that has sent our national security agencies into full crisis response mode. She activated the intelligence community's most advanced threat analysis systems, revealing comprehensive intelligence that painted a catastrophic picture of Iranian operational success that had systematically compromised American intelligence operations, penetrated classified programs, infiltrated intelligence facilities, and positioned Iranian operatives to influence or destroy American intelligence capabilities from within. The main display showed a devastating intelligence compromise matrix, displaying Iranian operative access to classified intelligence programs, ongoing operations, intelligence sources, analytical products, and operational capabilities across every major American intelligence agency. What makes these secret Iranian plots unprecedented in American intelligence history is their systematic targeting of intelligence operations themselves, rather than simply the information those operations produce, Bondi continued, pointing to specific compromise indicators displayed across the intelligence visualization. Iranian operatives have not simply been gathering intelligence about American capabilities, they have been systematically infiltrating American intelligence operations with the goal of controlling, manipulating, or destroying American intelligence capabilities from within the system itself. Director of National Intelligence Haines studied the intelligence compromise analysis with growing horror, her decades of intelligence experience immediately recognizing the existential threat that systematic Iranian penetration represented to American intelligence operations. Madam Attorney General, when you say Iranian operatives have infiltrated American intelligence operations, are you telling us that they have achieved operational access to classified intelligence programs and ongoing operations within our own agencies? Director Haines, that's exactly what our investigation has revealed. Iranian operatives have achieved what intelligence security analysts are calling insider operational access to American intelligence agencies, classified programs, ongoing operations, intelligence sources, and analytical capabilities that could allow them to manipulate, compromise, or completely sabotage American intelligence operations. She clicked to the next section of the briefing, revealing detailed analysis of Iranian operative positioning within the most sensitive levels of American intelligence operations. Unlike traditional counterintelligence threats that attempt to gather intelligence from outside the system, Iranian operatives have systematically positioned themselves within American intelligence agencies with the operational access necessary to control intelligence collection, manipulate analytical products, compromise ongoing operations, and potentially eliminate American intelligence capabilities entirely. The implications sent shockwaves through the room, filled with America's most senior intelligence leadership. CIA Director Ratcliffe had spent his career protecting American intelligence operations, but had never encountered evidence of such systematic foreign penetration of intelligence agencies themselves. Madam Attorney General, what kind of operational access do these Iranian operatives have to CIA operations and capabilities? Are we looking at intelligence compromise or actual operational control of agency activities? Director Ratcliffe, our analysis indicates that Iranian operatives have achieved what we call operational manipulation access to CIA systems that could allow them to access classified operations, manipulate intelligence reporting, compromise intelligence sources, and potentially sabotage ongoing CIA activities worldwide. She moved to a classified section of the briefing that revealed the most catastrophic intelligence about Iranian operative access to America's most sensitive intelligence operations. We have identified Iranian operatives with operational access within the Central Intelligence Agency, National Security Agency, Defense Intelligence Agency, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and multiple other intelligence agencies with the capability to access ongoing operations, manipulate intelligence products, and compromise American intelligence sources and methods. NSA Director General Hoff leaned forward, studying the technical analysis with growing alarm about the implications for signals intelligence operations. Madam Attorney General, if Iranian operatives have operational access to NSA systems and capabilities, they could potentially access the most sensitive intelligence collection operations, compromise intelligence sources, and manipulate the intelligence reporting that shapes American national security decision-making. General Hoff, that appears to be exactly what Iranian operatives have positioned themselves to accomplish. Our intelligence indicates they have been systematically accessing NSA collection systems, signals intelligence databases, and analytical products while potentially manipulating intelligence reporting to serve Iranian rather than American interests. She displayed technical analysis, showing Iranian operative access to the most classified intelligence systems that controlled everything from intelligence collection and analysis to operational planning and source protection. Iranian operatives have achieved access to systems containing ongoing intelligence operations, source and method information, intelligence sharing with allied services, and analytical products that shape American policy and military decision-making. FBI Director Wray had been analyzing the counterintelligence implications of Iranian operative penetration of American intelligence agencies. Madam Attorney General, our preliminary assessment indicates that Iranian operatives may have compromised ongoing FBI counterintelligence operations, exposed American intelligence sources to foreign threats, and potentially manipulated FBI intelligence products. Are we looking at intelligence damage that could compromise American national security for decades? Director Wray, that's exactly what we're facing. Iranian operatives appear to have achieved access to American intelligence operations across such a broad spectrum that assessing the full scope of compromise and manipulation could require complete reconstruction of American intelligence capabilities. The revelation that Iranian operatives had potentially compromised American intelligence operations and manipulated intelligence products represented an intelligence disaster that could compromise American national security decision-making for years. She activated another section of the briefing showing intercepted communications between Iranian operatives and Quds Force intelligence controllers in Tehran. We have communications intercepts showing Iranian operatives providing real-time intelligence about American intelligence operations to Tehran while receiving instructions about which operations to compromise, which intelligence products to manipulate, and which American intelligence sources to expose. Defense Intelligence Agency Director Lieutenant General Berrier had been studying the military intelligence implications of Iranian operative access to defense intelligence systems. Madam Attorney General, if Iranian operatives have been accessing DIA systems and military intelligence operations, They could potentially have compromised American military intelligence capabilities, exposed intelligence sources supporting military operations, and manipulated intelligence assessments about foreign military threats. General Berrier, our analysis suggests that Iranian operatives have achieved access to military intelligence systems that could compromise American understanding of foreign military capabilities, manipulate threat assessments, and potentially sabotage intelligence support to American military operations worldwide. She revealed specific examples of Iranian operative access to military intelligence systems that could have catastrophic implications for American military readiness and operational security. Iranian operatives may have accessed intelligence about American military capabilities, foreign military threats, ongoing military operations, and intelligence sources supporting American forces deployed worldwide. National Geospatial Intelligence Agency Director Vice Admiral Whitworth had been analyzing the implications for geospatial intelligence operations and satellite reconnaissance capabilities. Madam Attorney General, what's our assessment of Iranian operative access to NGA systems and satellite intelligence capabilities? Could they have compromised our ability to conduct satellite reconnaissance and geospatial analysis? Admiral Whitworth, Iranian operatives appear to have achieved access to geospatial intelligence systems that could compromise American satellite reconnaissance capabilities, manipulate geospatial analysis products, and potentially redirect satellite collection to serve Iranian intelligence interests. She displayed classified analysis showing Iranian operative access to satellite intelligence systems that controlled everything from reconnaissance targeting and image analysis to geospatial intelligence reporting and distribution. If Iranian operatives have the access our analysis suggests, they could potentially manipulate satellite intelligence collection, alter geospatial analysis products, or even redirect American satellite reconnaissance capabilities to support Iranian intelligence operations. The possibility that Iranian operatives could manipulate American satellite intelligence capabilities represented a strategic intelligence threat that could compromise American understanding of global threats and military activities. National Reconnaissance Office Director Scolese had been studying the implications for America's most sensitive satellite and reconnaissance programs. Madam Attorney General, NRO operates the most classified intelligence collection systems in the American intelligence community. If Iranian operatives have achieved access to NRO systems or operations, they could potentially compromise America's most sensitive intelligence collection capabilities. Director Scalise, that's one of our most serious concerns. Iranian operatives may have achieved access to NRO systems that could compromise America's most advanced intelligence collection capabilities and potentially redirect those capabilities to serve Iranian intelligence interests. The briefing continued for another 6 hours as intelligence directors analyzed every aspect of Iranian plots against American intelligence operations and developed comprehensive damage assessment and response strategies. Each revelation painted an increasingly catastrophic picture of Iranian operational success that had compromised American intelligence capabilities at the most fundamental level. Director of National Intelligence Haynes outlined the intelligence community response to Iranian penetration of American intelligence operations. We are implementing Operation Intelligence Restore, the most comprehensive intelligence security investigation in American history. We will systematically investigate every aspect of Iranian operative access to American intelligence systems while working to assess and mitigate the damage to our operational capabilities. The operation would require unprecedented coordination between all intelligence agencies, military services, and law enforcement organizations. Phase 1 involves immediate operational security lockdown of all intelligence systems that may have been compromised by Iranian operatives. Phase 2 implements comprehensive damage assessment of compromised operations, sources, and capabilities. Phase 3 executes counterintelligence operations to identify and neutralize Iranian operatives while rebuilding compromised intelligence capabilities. CIA Director Ratcliffe studied the operational implications with growing concern about the impact on ongoing intelligence operations worldwide. Director Haynes, an operation of this scope will require us to assume that virtually every ongoing CIA operation may have been compromised by Iranian operatives. We may need to suspend or terminate operations worldwide while we assess the extent of Iranian penetration and manipulation. Director Ratcliffe, We have no choice but to prioritize operational security over operational continuity. If Iranian operatives continue to have access to CIA operations, they could potentially sabotage ongoing activities and expose American intelligence personnel to foreign threats. As the intelligence community emergency session concluded, Director of National Intelligence Haynes addressed the assembled intelligence directors with the gravity of someone who understood they were facing an existential threat to American intelligence capabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, Attorney General Bondi has just revealed that Iranian operatives have achieved penetration of American intelligence operations that represents the most catastrophic intelligence security failure in our nation's history. Foreign operatives have systematically infiltrated our intelligence agencies with the capability to manipulate our operations, compromise our sources, and potentially destroy our intelligence capabilities from within. She looked around the room at each intelligence director. This represents a fundamental attack on the integrity and effectiveness of American intelligence operations. The Iranian plots that have been uncovered challenge our ability to protect American national security through intelligence activities and may require us to completely reconstruct our operational capabilities. The intelligence directors understood they had just learned about a threat that could fundamentally alter American intelligence operations and require years of intensive effort to address. The revelation that Iranian operatives had achieved such extensive penetration of American intelligence agencies represented an intelligence disaster that could compromise American national security for decades. As the officials dispersed to begin implementing Operation Intelligence Restore, Attorney General Pam Bondi remained behind to coordinate with intelligence leadership and security specialists. The unveiling of secret Iranian plots against American intelligence operations had revealed a threat that went beyond traditional espionage. It represented a systematic assault on the integrity and effectiveness of American intelligence capabilities themselves. Standing in the office of the Director of National Intelligence Crisis Facility, surrounded by classified displays showing the extent of Iranian penetration of American intelligence operations, Bondi reflected on the magnitude of what American intelligence security forces would need to accomplish to restore the integrity of intelligence operations. The Iranian intelligence services had achieved what may have been the most successful penetration of American intelligence capabilities in history, positioning their operatives within the most sensitive intelligence operations with access to ongoing activities, classified sources, and analytical capabilities that shaped American national security decision-making. But the secret Iranian plots had finally been discovered, and American intelligence security capabilities were mobilizing to root out every foreign operative and restore the integrity of intelligence operations. The battle to secure American intelligence capabilities would require the most comprehensive intelligence security investigation in the community's history. Within hours of the intelligence community briefing, Bondi had established an intelligence security restoration task force that brought together security specialists from every intelligence agency, military service, and law enforcement organization. The FBI's Washington Field Office Counterintelligence Division had been expanded to accommodate the largest intelligence security operation in American history, where intelligence security specialists, federal agents, military investigators, and counterintelligence analysts worked around the clock to identify and neutralize Iranian operative access to American intelligence systems. The first devastating security discovery came from the CIA's Office of Security, where senior intelligence officer Dr. Sarah Martinez had been investigating suspicious activities by Reza Hosseini, who held a top-secret, sensitive compartmented information security clearance and worked as a senior intelligence analyst within the CIA's Near East Division. Madam Attorney General, Dr. Martinez reported during the emergency operational briefing, "We have discovered that Hosseini has been systematically accessing classified CIA operations throughout the Middle East and providing detailed operational information to Iranian intelligence services. He appears to have compromised virtually every CIA operation in the region over the past 6 years." The possibility that Iranian operatives had been accessing and compromising CIA operations in the Middle East for years represented an intelligence disaster that could have resulted in the exposure and potential execution of American intelligence sources and assets. Dr. Martinez, what's our assessment of the scope of CIA operations that Hosseini may have compromised, are we looking at the potential exposure of intelligence sources and ongoing operations? Ma'am, based on our preliminary investigation, Hosseini may have compromised every major CIA operation in Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and throughout the Middle East. The potential damage to CIA capabilities in the region could be catastrophic and may have resulted in the exposure of intelligence sources to Iranian threats. Meanwhile, the NSA's Office of Security had been conducting an internal investigation of potential Iranian operative penetration of signals intelligence operations, discovering security breaches that could have compromised America's most sensitive intelligence collection capabilities. Madam Attorney General, reported NSA Security Director Colonel Michael Rodriguez, we have identified potential Iranian operative access to NSA collection systems, signals intelligence databases, and cryptographic capabilities that could compromise American signals intelligence operations worldwide and potentially expose intelligence collection methods to foreign threats. The possibility that Iranian operatives had accessed NSA signals intelligence systems represented a security breach that could compromise American intelligence collection capabilities and expose intelligence methods that had taken decades to develop. Special Agent Jennifer Thompson from the FBI's Counterintelligence Division had been investigating Iranian operative activities within the Defense Intelligence Agency, discovering access to military intelligence operations that could compromise American military readiness and operational security. Madam Attorney General, Agent Thompson reported during the evening briefing, Iranian operatives appear to have accessed classified military intelligence operations, compromised intelligence sources supporting American military forces, and potentially manipulated intelligence assessments about foreign military threats. The possibility that Iranian operatives had compromised military intelligence operations represented a security breach that could affect American military readiness and the safety of American forces deployed worldwide. Dr. Lisa Williams, from the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency's Office of Security, had been investigating Iranian operative access to satellite intelligence systems and geospatial analysis capabilities. Madam Attorney General, Dr. Williams reported, Iranian operatives may have accessed satellite intelligence systems, manipulated geospatial analysis products, and potentially redirected American satellite reconnaissance capabilities to support Iranian intelligence collection requirements. The strategic implications were staggering. Iranian operative access to American satellite intelligence capabilities could have provided Iran with detailed intelligence about American military activities, allied operations, and global intelligence collection, while simultaneously compromising American understanding of Iranian military capabilities and intentions. As intelligence continued to flow in from security investigations across every major intelligence agency, the true scope of Iranian plots against American intelligence operations became clearer. This was not just espionage, it was a comprehensive assault on the integrity and effectiveness of American intelligence capabilities that had been conducted with remarkable sophistication and devastating success over many years. Standing in the Intelligence Security Restoration Task Force Command Center, surrounded by intelligence security specialists and federal agents working to identify and neutralize Iranian operative access to American intelligence systems, Attorney General Pam Bondi knew that the battle to restore intelligence security would require the most extensive security investigation in American intelligence history. The Iranian intelligence services had achieved unprecedented penetration of American intelligence operations, positioning their operatives to access ongoing activities, manipulate intelligence products, and potentially destroy American intelligence capabilities from within the system itself. But the secret Iranian plots had finally been uncovered, and American intelligence security capabilities were mobilizing to demonstrate that the United States would defend the integrity of its intelligence operations with overwhelming force and absolute determination. Operation Intelligence Restore would mark the beginning of the most comprehensive intelligence security investigation in American history, designed to identify every Iranian operative, assess every compromised operation, and restore American confidence in the integrity of intelligence capabilities. Attorney General Pam Bondi was determined to prove that while Iranian operatives had achieved devastating success in penetrating American intelligence operations, the ultimate victory would belong to American intelligence security forces, defending the integrity of American intelligence capabilities against all foreign threats. The secret Iranian plots had been unveiled, but the battle to restore American intelligence security was just beginning. The outcome would determine whether the United States could maintain effective intelligence capabilities or whether foreign penetration had so thoroughly compromised American intelligence operations that they would need to be completely rebuilt from the ground up.